Chris is in?
It's a bittersweet end of a franchise. How are you going to remember Lance? What are your fondest memories of him?
Yeah, he's a beautiful man, wonderful artist, and yeah, it was a great honor to work with him, and he just had such a grace and dignity, and yeah, it's a kind of memoriam tonight, but also a celebration, and yeah.
We are not getting any younger, and the scenes are getting sicker and sicker and impossible to perform. How did you rehearse those sequences? Like 5 years? What happened? How long did it take?
Yeah, they're pretty complicated, but that's what makes them fun. We do a lot of training. There's a lot of stunt people involved. We kind of create kind of a dance troupe.
For how long, Keanu?
I take a month before I start training, and then I train for 4 months, and then we work on choreography while we're filming.
All right. It would have taken me probably 7 years to learn all of that. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
You are one of the people in the cast that shared the most with Lance throughout the years. How are you going to remember him, and how are you going to honor him?
We lost our brother, and I had the great honor of knowing him and being an inspiration to him and being inspired by him, and I feel like the best way that we can celebrate him is by what we're doing here tonight, premiering the movie, being here, showing up, and entertaining the audience. This movie is probably the best of the John Wick movies, and it's very, very sad that he's no longer with us, and our hearts go out to his family.
I don't know, 2017, a small movie called John Wick comes up.
Right.
And now we're here. Did you ever imagine that this was going to happen?
I had no idea what John Wick was, but when I saw it, I was like, I want to be a part of that. Yes, please.
And you were right away, like on the
second one. The second one, I was like, sign me up.
It's the end of an era. It's one of the greatest action movies ever shot under your direction, but Lance is missing as well. How are you managing your emotions today?
It's always a little tricky, but Lance was a great artist. He's a great man. He's been a beloved member of the John Wick family since its very beginning. It's a terrible loss. We're going to miss him, but at the same time, we're here to help celebrate his work. We've known Lance for so long. He just loves what he does, what he did. He loves the job. He loves to work. He's one of the original architects of the whole franchise. Again, we'll miss him dearly, but just proud to have known him.
As a director, have you ever had a biggest challenge than this movie?
I guess every movie, just getting out of the car every morning, being scared of not doing your best and still getting up and doing it.
When you're told you are going to be on John Wick Chapter 4, you know that the action is going to get sicker and sicker. Like it's almost impossible, unattainable. How do you prepare mentally and physically for that?
It gets pretty sick in this movie, yeah, that's for sure. Look, I make a lot of action films, that's what I do, and I've got a little motto which is stay ready, don't need to get ready. So I was ready, but maybe not ready for John Wick action or in the fat suit action. That took a bit of getting used to. But yeah, look, it's what I do, and I was honoured to be able to do it in a John Wick movie.
Even when you are an action actor, when you do this, one thing is action, and then there's John Wick, right? It's a total new level, a whole new level.
Yeah, it's the pinnacle of action movies. Yeah, this is the best action movie franchise of modern day times. There is no parallel. I don't care what you say, Tom Cruise, Vin Diesel. This is where it's at.
Bueno, ahora cuéntame tu experiencia de ser una de las pocas mujeres en una de las sagas de acción más grandes que se ha hecho en la historia.
Yo me lo pasé tan Me lo pasé tan bien. O sea, yo dije que sí antes de leer el guión. No había ni leído el guión. O sea, él me llama,
John Wick.
yo quiero que tú seas esta mujer, eres la familia de John Wick y eres la matriarcal, la jefa alfa del grupo en Berlín. I was like, yeah, amén, 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 amén.
No hay nada.
Stunts. Si hubiera un sequel, me encantaría hacer stunts, algo, una pelea.
Pero si no, que te pongan en otro y a pelear, qué rico.
Vamos a seguir, sí, que esto puede, hay para más con esto.
Marco, eres parte del fin de una era histórica en Hollywood, porque es una de las mejores sagas de acción. ¿Cómo fue prepararte física y mentalmente para esto?
Wow, bueno, yo hago artes marciales de muy niño y me he preparado y para mí todas las películas las trato como mis olimpiadas. Pero cuando recibí esa llamada de chat, créeme que igual, wow, fue esa adrenalina de decir, llegó el momento, llegó el gran momento de toda mi vida, de todo esto,
Para demostrar.
todos estos años de preparación. Así es que, wow, y desde que llegué a ensayar con ellos, muy intenso, muy intenso.
A ver, como que fill in the blank. Una secuencia de John Wick es equivalente a ¿cuántas sesiones de gimnasio?
Wow, yo creo que varios años.
Tú fuiste uno de los que compartió con Lance, uno de los que estuvo en esas escenas. ¿Cómo lo recuerdas?
Mira, una tremenda persona, la verdad. La verdad que tuve un poco momento para compartir. Tuvimos una escena juntos y tuvimos una pequeña conversación. Una persona muy querida, muy amable, un gran ser humano. Así que yo estoy seguro que donde esté, él va a estar aquí mirando y va a estar muy contento con todo el cariño de la gente.
So how are you managing together with all the cast, the feelings, the emotions, the excitement, but also the mourning?
Well, there's no way to express the sadness that Lance is passing. I didn't know him well, but my first scene on the show was with him, and he was so generous and calmed me down. He'd been with the show the whole time, took the time out to, make it like any other movie I've ever done, and just welcome me to the world. Such a gracious guy, and certainly a memorable presence in the film. I mean, it's so sad. I can't even tell you how sad it is.
It's
On this whole.
And it kind of gives you all of a sudden a perspective, like a shocking perspective of reality and how fragile life is, because 4 days ago he was with us.
Exactly. It's shocking that he's younger than I am and he has no business dying.
Not having to do any action on the biggest action franchise is actually really cool.
Yeah, no, I lucked out. I got to just explain what was happening.
No bruises.
No bruises. I got to calm everybody down for the last fight and, get on with it. Didn't have to perpetrate any of the violence.
No whiplash. That's awesome.
Right. Politically, I got through this nice and easy.